mobile device and your laptop is on the same Wi-Fi network, so that your test, will be recorded and your test will run on Jmeter. So I'll be using emulator, to do a sample for us, and you can follow the sample, while you are watching. So we all know what an emulator is now, guys.
No, sir.
Yes, it is
No,
used to
sir.
run the applications.
So an emulator is just like a decoy, for a device. So it's just like a decoy, a device decoy, that you can use, as replica of device, to run your test. So while I proceed, we'll be seeing what an emulator looks like. You know. So I'll be using Android Studio for the emulator. So I'll be using Android Studio. Let me just. So this is what Android Studios looks like. So I'll be using the Android Studios emulator. So you guys will come back. You will get to this, but not yet. So let me start up my APM server, because that will serve as a server, to my emulator, so my test can run. So APM server is launching up. So I've just launched my APM server. So I'm just going to start. So I'll start running my server ready. So let me create my emulator, which we'll be using to perform our test. So I have one emulator created already. So I'm just going to click on display to start up the emulator. So this is the emulator device as seen on the screen. Can you guys view my screen?
Yes, we can, but your screen is not showing good.
Yes, but it's not okay.
So this is the emulator device as seen on the screen. And this is the server I created for the emulator to run.
Your
So,
screen is fluctuating.
I'm
It's
just
not
going to,
clear.
pardon?
Your
Screen
screen
is
is
not
blending,
clearly visible.
not properly.
And I guess it's my network there. So can you see the emulator on my screen? If you can. So I just start up the emulator. It should be working as a mobile device. So it's been started up already on my system. So while it's getting started, let's go back and launch Jmeter. So we all know how to launch our Jmeter. So come down here and open a terminal. So I'm launching my Jmeter already.
So your screen is hanging. I can't view your screen. It's hanging.
It's hanging, right? I guess it's the network. My network is bad, yeah. Until after it. Um, hold on, guys. Let me turn it off and on. Maybe the speed is going to increase. So let me jump off the call. Let me just turn off the internet and on it back.
Yes, but it's the same.
Okay, so I have just launched my emulator as seen on the screen, and right underground, I've also launched Jmeter. You can see the emulator is looking like a mobile device. So why doing performance testing on mobile device? There are 7 steps you need to follow. Number one is to make your mobile device available. Then run Jmeter on your PC. Number two, add templates, which is recording templates, for test script recorder. Then number three is to set up ports, for your recording. Set up port for your recording. Then number four is to start and install certificates, on your mobile device. You generate a certificate right from Jmeter and set it up on your mobile device, maybe transferring it to your mobile device or um, copying it on your flash, however you need to get it to your mobile device. Then install the certificate browser, in your browser setting. Then step 5 is to configure the setting on your mobile. Speaking of your IP and your port, then step 6 is to start recording, and step 7 is to run and validate your test. So let's first thing we need to do, let's run Jmeter, which is running on our screen already, and then let's create a template for our test. Let's create template for our test, which is test script recorder. So for you to create template, I mentioned something in the last class. So this icon here, you can use it to create template for any test you want to run. So I'm just going to click on this template. So when I click on this template, let me search for test record. So I can just do record. I can just do recording. Yeah. So you come here and search recording. So once you click on record, it shows you this dialog board, limiter, process setting, blah blah blah. Then you click on create. So how to record, example www.example.com, recording output file.jms, recording screen, whatever. So have we all created our templates? Hello guys.
Hello.
Yes, have you all been able to create templates?
No, sir, because we can't see what you're doing now.
How do we fix this now? You can't see my screen at all.
We
Yes,
can
it's
see it, but
hanging.
we
It's
cannot see
hanging.
it properly. There are so many things on the screen hanging.
So right now on my screen, you see Jmeter on my screen now, and the mobile emulator. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can.
So for you to create templates, you come to this guy here. Let me clear this existing templates. So for you to create template, you click on this guy here, the second icon here, which is template. So once you click on the guy here, you can search for the template you want to create. So we are using a recording template, which is test recording scripts template. So then you click on create. You don't really need to put any parameters in there. So you click on create. So as soon as you click on create, it creates a template for your test to run. So remember your test plan, you can always change your test plan. Let's say QC test. So you name your test plan, which is QC test. Then if you come to your thread group, so you can brief your thread group. Let's say we are testing for a certain website for 20 users. So remember your thread group. You can also change your thread group to whatever you want to change it to. So let's say dashboard. You are doing on dashboard, and let me add more thread group. Add more thread group. So let me drag this guy up here. So um, so I also want to do thread group for about us. So I'm testing for dashboard and about us page. And okay, let me reduce to 10 users for test. 10 users. So have you all been able to create this? Well, yeah, let's create templates so I know we are all following.
Which template we have to use? Template name.
Pardon?
Template name.
So what you are doing is that you guys don't need to download this mobile emulator. I'm just using this one to serve as an what's it called, example for us. So you'll be using your mobile device in respect of this. So you are using your phone, your own mobile phone, and your laptop. So make sure your phone and your laptop is connected to the same Wi-Fi. Because if you are not doing this, there is no point, we doing training on this test. How many of us are with our phones and our laptop and is connected to the same Wi-Fi?
Hi.
I'm with
I
it,
have.
sir.
Okay, then we can continue. So create templates. For you to create templates, once you launch your Jmeter, come on this guy here, click on this guy here, and once you click on this guy to show you this dialog box, so click on it, then scroll and find recording. So this is recording. Click on recording. Once you click on recording, you see this on your screen. Then you come to your thread group and add your thread group for 10 users, 10 users, for the page you're working on. So while doing that, you will you can rename your test plan, and you will see user defined variable, HTTP request default, HTTP cookies manager, dashboard, about us, and view result tree. So that is a template created already. So let's the next thing we need to do is to set our port, for recording. So if you click on this, guy here, which is HTTP test script recorder, it shows you this page, and once it shows you this page here, we will set our port. So you can set your port to any port number you want to use. So me, I'm just gonna use 8 H1, H1. Okay, yeah. So you can use H1, to set your port recorder. So if we've all done that, please signify.
I've done that.
Done.
Done.
All right, all
Done.
right, fantastic. So the next thing we need to do, we need to capture our HTTP headers. So let's capture our HTTP header. So on your Jmeter, confirm this button is checked, which is capture HTTP header. And you can also add assertion if you want to add assertion, to improve to increase your test coverage. You can add assertion, and you can also add HTTP domain name if you have, but we'll be using the domain, on the mobile, so we don't really need to add HTTP domain. So with the steps so far, number one is to run Jmeter, number two is to add template recording, number three is to set up ports, number four is to click on start and install certificates, then number five is to config setting, on the mobile device for IP, then number six is to start recording, and number seven is to run and validate. So we are executing number step three now. Sorry, step four, which is to install certificates. So for us to install certificates, after confirming your capture header is being checked and every other thing, so the next thing you need to do is to click on the play button. So the next thing is to do is to click on this play button, which is the start button. So once you click on the start button, it shows you this thing. So it says your root certificate Apache Jmeter temporary CA. Root CA actually means certificate, which you'll be using, to import on your mobile device. So you should see this page on your screen. So once you see this page, once you click on this start, it automatically generates, certificates, for you to use. So for you to retrieve the certificates, so go to your what is it called? Your Apache Jmeter directory where you saved your Jmeter. Then come to the bin folder. So once you come to the bin folder, you will see Apache Jmeter certificates. So this is your certificate that is being generated as seen on the screen. Can you also see your certificates? If you go to your Jmeter bin folder, you will see certificates being generated inside, and you will see date created. Is last open was 11th November. Last open was 11 November. Then the modified date is today, which is 11:41. So this certificate is only works for a week. So after a week, it will expire again. So um, just come here, right click on the certificate, then copy. So once you copy, you will call it. Is either you copy it in your download file or you copy it in your document file. But me, I will copy it in my document file or desktop more preferable. So let me copy on desktop. I'm just going to come to my desktop and paste the certificate I copied. So have you all getting the certificate?
Yes.
Sorry, I can't see the
Yes, sir.
certificate.
Anybody? Someone was going to say something now.
Yeah, I said I can't see the certificate on my day folder.
Oga, have you clicked the start button?
Yes.
Once you click the start button, the certificate is supposed to generate inside your bin folder automatically. And for you to get your certificate out of your bin folder, you go to the directory where your Jmeter is being installed. That is where your Jmeter is saved. click on the Jmeter, go to your bin folder. At the first 2 or 3 lines, you should see Apache Jmeter root CA.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Okay, I've seen it.
Please, Mr. David is towing.
Okay.
Please, something just came up. I have to leave the meeting. I'm sorry.
You are excused. So
Thank you so much.
copy the certificate and paste on your desktop. So is that done? Hello.
Yes, yes, done.
It is done.
So the next thing we need to do now, we need to configure our mobile device, which is the next step. So we need to install the certificate on our mobile device. So I don't know how you want to do it. If for those of us using iPhone, you can just airdrop to your iPhone and it's saved to your iPhone. And for those of us using Android, I don't know how you want to copy it to your phone. Just find a way. Maybe you put it on the WhatsApp, send it to someone, and then download it on your phone. Just get the certificate you copy on your desktop and get it inside your phone. So the next thing we need to do, we need to make sure our mobile device is connected to the network we are to the same network we are using on the mobile device. So you can go to settings on your mobile device. You can go to settings and make sure you are connected to the same Wi-Fi.
So David, you mean we should send the certificate to our mobile device, right?
You are using your mobile device. Go to your mobile device. Make sure you are connected to the same network which you are using,
Yes,
which is the same thing as what you are using on your desktop.
yes.
So now go to
Done.
settings. You have to follow me step by step. So go to settings on your phone for
Okay,
normal settings. Go to settings on your phone. Then go to your Wi-Fi setting. So once you go to your
okay.
Wi-Fi setting, so you go to the there's a menu button or try once just go find a way to get to advanced on your mobile setting. Go advanced Wi-Fi network setting on your phone. So let me do this here. Go to menu.
On my phone, I on my phone, I was seeing profile downloaded.
I didn't hear you.
I said on my phone, I saw profile downloaded when I sent the certificate to my phone. After the certificate to my phone. I'm using iOS device. Should I install it?
And you are using iOS, go to your settings now.
Yeah, I'm in my settings.
And go to advanced network settings and find where you will install. Go to install certificates.
Okay. I should install the certificate, right?
Yes. So once you click on install certificate, it will tell you to import certificate. So you go to your where you send your certificate on your mobile device and import the certificate.
Okay, installed. Profile installed.
I don't know why this menu button is not working on this emulator. Well, I've just shown us now. Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to swipe up. Yeah. So
Hello, Mr. David.
yeah.
Please, I don't know how to send it to my phone, the
So
certificate.
this is where you are going. You are coming to settings. For those of us using Android, you are coming to setting, then come to Wi-Fi and internet. Have you sent it to your mobile device? Have you sent the certificate to your mobile device?
I don't know how to go about it.
Um, do you have web WhatsApp? If you have web WhatsApp on your phone, import it, send it to someone. Then while sending it to someone, you can download it on your mobile device. Then go to your network setting and import it.
Okay.
This emulator is slowing down. So yeah, come to settings. So I'm having issues with this emulator. It's not really working well. So I guess we've all installed the certificate. So install the certificate on your, what is it called, on your network in your advanced settings. Or another thing you can do, maybe you put it in your Google Drive. Then go to your mobile device, go to your Google Drive on your mobile device and download it. So if you all installed the certificate on your mobile device, so next thing we need to configure our mobile device. So for you to configure your mobile device, for those of us using Mac, so you come to your network setting here, which is your Wi-Fi icon. Then right click on the Wi-Fi network.
Can you hear me?
Network and click on network preference. So once you click on network preference, it will show you this dialog box. And what you need to do here is just to copy your IP address. So once you copy out the IP address, then you hold on. So for those of us using Windows, hello guys.
We are with you,
So
sir.
for those of us using Windows, go to your terminal. So go to your terminal. Go to your command line. So once you go to your command prompt, type in this line. So you type in this config IP. Oh, sorry, IP configuration. IP config. IP config. FIG or config IP altogether. So once you type in config IP or IP config, you should see your what is it called, your IP address. So your IP address should be IPv4 address. Then under it you have submask. Under it you have default gateway network. But what you are copying out is your IPv4 address on your command prompt. So have you all copied it out? Hello. Hello.
I'm on it, sir.
Yes, sir, I'm doing.
So once you copy the IP out, for you to get your IP configuration on Windows, go to your command prompt and execute this command ipconfig or config IP, whichever one works for you. Either ipconfig IP then config. Once you execute that command, it will show you your network details terminal. To show your network details. So what you're copying out is your IP address, which is IPv4 address. So copy out the IP address. I've already explained for those of us using Mac how to get it out. After getting out your IP address, we need to configure it on our mobile device. So you go to your mobile, to your Wi-Fi settings. So once you click on Wi-Fi settings, you will see an eye icon. Once you click your Wi-Fi settings, you see an eye icon. Click on the eye icon. Click on the eye icon and go to your IP address configuration. And for those of us using Android, go to your network settings, click on the Wi-Fi network setting. On the network you are, I don't know, so click on the network button you are. So once you click on the network button, you will see forget network or modify network. So you click on modify network. So once you click on modify network, you go to show advanced option. For those of us using Android, click on setting. Click on internet and network setting. So for those of us using iPhone, did we get that? Guys, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
So for those of us using iPhone, go to your Wi-Fi setting, click on the Wi-Fi setting, which is the network you're connected to. Then you scroll down, you will see configure proxy. So once you click on configure proxy, you will click on manual. So once you click on manual, you will, here's the authentication. Sorry. So you click on config IP for manual. Then you click, once you click on manual, it will show you manual IP address. Then paste copy the IP address you copy from your tab here. So once you paste in the network IP there, then you can click save. Is that done? Is that done? I need to get feedback from you guys to know you guys are with me. If you are not getting it right, you can respond and let me know you are not getting it right.
Please, I'm not getting
Everybody is just keeping silent.
it right though. I just installed it on my mobile phone. I'm lost.
Instead of keeping silent, I'm not getting it right. I'm not getting it right. You ask questions. Not that everybody will be silent when I'm asking questions. I'll be tired now. So which part are we stuck?
But I just installed the Jmeter on my mobile phone, and I wasn't following.
You are installing the
Yes,
certificate,
it's
not the
certificate.
Jmeter,
Sorry.
the CA certificate. So install it in your network
Yeah, I've
settings.
done that.
So
How do
once
I?
that is done, once that is done, then remember, make sure you're on the same network with your mobile phone and your laptop.
Yes.
So go go to your command prompt and run this command ipconfig or config IP. So once you run that command config IP, you copy out your IP address, which is the IPv4 address. So copy out the address is on your mobile device. Click on the network you are on. It will show you forget network or modify network. Click on what is it called? Add IP address. Then you paste in that IP address.
All right.
And for those of us using iPhone, I've already explained how you set your IP address.
Please, David, I lost.
I can't hear you.
I said I
Emmanuel, I can't hear you. I didn't hear what you said.
I said that I lost some information because I was battling with my power supply.
So which part are you now?
I on my network on my
Your
network
network
preference.
preference.
Yes.
This is how you get your network. Click on the Wi-Fi icon here. Then what is it called from your Mac settings? This is where your IP address is. Just copy out your IP address, which is here. This is what you are getting out of here. Then
Okay,
go to your
I'm saying
mobile
that.
device. Then go to your mobile device. Go to Wi-Fi. Go to your settings. Go to Wi-Fi. Click on the network you are connected to. Then come to config IP. Click on config IP. Then click on manual. Once you click on manual, click on IP address. Then you type in the IP address you saw on your network preference setting. So once you type in the IP address, then you click save.
Okay.
So have you all gotten that?
I can't see that on my mobile device. I'm finding it to get some device.
Go to settings on your iPhone. Click settings. Once you click settings, you will see airplane, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile data. Click on the Wi-Fi. So once you click on Wi-Fi, you know the network you are connected to on your Wi-Fi. Click on the network you are connected to. So once you click on the network you are connected to, you show the network's details, which is forget it network, auto join, private IP address, load data, and whatever. Then come to your IPv address, which is config IP. Click on config IP. Once you click on config IP, you click on manual.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I've seen it.
Once you click on manual, come to the IP address, and type in the IP address you can see on your laptop screen,
Okay.
and click save. Is Precious on the call?
Yes, I am.
So have you executed that?
No.
And you are silent.
No, I said something, but I don't understand. You just, I don't know. I installed the certificate already, and I did the IP config, but then the address, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying.
And you didn't ask
No,
questions.
I asked question. I was the one that asked question, but it
When?
just said, I was the one that asked question. I said, we're not talking.
When now? When did you ask question and I didn't
Before,
answer?
before Emmanuel asked you now.
So what's the question?
From the IP config, I don't know what next to do. I've done the IP config on my command prompt.
So did you get response on your command
Yes.
prompt? Have you copied out your IP address?
Where am I copying it to?
You can write it somewhere or paste it on a pad.
Okay.
So is that IP address that IP address you are copying out? That is what you are putting on your phone. So you are configuring the IP address on your phone. So once you go to your iPhone, you go to settings, then you
Okay.
click on Wi-Fi. So once you click on Wi-Fi, it will show you the network you are connected to and the details. So click the network you are connected to, it will show the details. Then click on config IP. Is on automatic, but once you click on config IP, it will show you option of automatic manual boot P. This you have on your command prompt, then type it in your IP address the way it is.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yes, thank you.
So
Yeah,
type it there and
I,
click save.
I have typed I typed the idea before before the save button will get
Ignore the subnet mask.
you said
Ignore the subnet mask. Ignore it and just click save.
the save button won't be on if you didn't put the subnet mask again
Just
because the save mask is not on.
click on save after typing in the IP address.
That's what I'm telling you, that the save button is not on.
Okay. Go to your Jmeter. So the port setting you added, which is 8181, then type it there. Type in 8181. and click save.
Okay. It's not coming up. It's not coming up. Maybe
Yes,
can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Yeah, I said it's not coming
It's
up.
not
I think
coming up and you
it's
can't
not
click
coming.
save.
Yes, I can't click save. Save. Yeah, yes, I can't click save.
Mr. David, please can you repeat? I'm not getting it on my phone.
Okay, for those of us using Android, go to your Wi-Fi setting. I mean your Wi-Fi, and go to your network, the network you are connected to. So once you click on the network you are connected to, it will show you the network details. Then you will see show password, show advanced option. Click on show advanced option. So once you click on show advanced option, so have you clicked on that? So it will show you where to set your proxy. So set your proxy to manual. So you will see proxy host name. So whenever you see proxy host name, input your IP address. Then it will ask you for proxy port. Then add in your proxy port as 8181. Then click save. So Emmanuel,
Yes.
yeah. So under your network setting, come to config proxy. Precious, are you following?
Yes. Yes.
So come to config proxy is the last one down. So click on the
Yeah.
config proxy, then click on manual. So once you click on manual, where you have server, click on that server but on that server field. Once you click on that server field,
Yeah.
then paste in your IP address. So you will see
Okay.
ports. At that port, type in 8181, which is the same port you've set on Jmeter. Then you should be able to save
Okay.
now.
That on the authentication.
What?
When is it their way? That on the authentication.
Yes, on it.
But it's requesting for username and password.
Then turn it off. There is no need.
Okay.
The test should run. Just turn it off.
Okay. I did that.
Has it saved?
Yes.
Okay. Android users, are we settled now? The guys using Android, has that been sorted out? If I ask question, I expect feedbacks. Nobody is talking.
All right. Hello, Mr. Dave. Please, I'm not seeing anything on my Wi-Fi settings.
I
I'm
just I
connecting with
just
my
said earlier,
phone.
100 users. I said 100 users. Are we together? And nobody is responding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what's the issue?
Um,
Someone was asking a question
yes,
just
I was
now.
asking a question, but I'm using iOS. I was saying my Wi-Fi. I'm not seeing anything like preference on my Wi-Fi settings.
I didn't hear you.
Is it? I said on my Wi-Fi, I'm not seeing anything on my Wi-Fi like all those preference settings you're talking about.
You've installed the certificate, right?
Yes, I have.
So go to your setting on your mobile device. So once you go to your mobile setting, you see airplane, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile network. Click on the Wi-Fi.
Yes, I've clicked on
Once you click on the Wi-Fi, it will show the network you are connected to.
it. It's not showing anything because I'm using my phone. I'm connecting my phone's Wi-Fi to my system.
I said your system and your phone should be connected to a Wi-Fi, not your
Oh,
system connected to your phone.
okay. Sorry, I'm not
So you have
using
to
any
connect to a
system.
Wi-Fi. Maybe you get a Wi-Fi device or you get another network to connect both devices to. So for those of us using Android, are we good?
Yes, sir.
So once that is set,
Please, David, I have a blocker.
what's the issue?
My my power supply is giving me issue, and my laptop is just 5%.
And you fix that now. I'm just supposed to just explain what you are supposed to do if you are doing a performance testing on a mobile application. So guys, once I'm sure we must have configured the network to our mobile device and everything. So once that is done, then you come to your mobile device. So whatever action you are performing on your mobile device will be recorded on your Jmeter. So I'm just gonna assume you are running test on you can go to your browser. So you can go to your browser on your mobile device. You can use Mozilla or you can use Firefox. Guys, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
So for us to see what is happening on our mobile device, so you can come to your thread group. So sorry guys, the you can delete that about us from your test. Go to your Jmeter, then remove about us if you've added about us. So like I was explaining, so go to your browser and go to qualitycertain.com because we are testing quality certain. So if you go to qualitycertain.com, it launches the web address. So once you launch qualitycertain.com, it launches the web address. So You can do anything you need to do. You can go to about us. You can just make some few click on the application, go to any pages, just explore the application. So mind you, whatever action you are taking on your mobile device is being recorded on Jmeter. So if you go to your Jmeter and you click your thread group, then you click on recording controller, you can see it's showing every steps, every action, every click you've performed on the web application. So this is what is recording. So if you if I should make any click now, it will record the click. So let me go back to the home page. You can see it's going to record another step. So this is just to show whatever action, whatever click you perform on the mobile is going to be recorded on Jmeter, and all this you will use to do performance testing on on your on your on your web application. You can see I just did some perform some click and is recording everything. And trust me, you can rename all this. So like for example, immediately I launch the website, which is quality certain. This is the result, which is dashboard. So I can just rename this guy to dashboard. Sorry, the one we named dashboard here, you can ignore it. You can always leave it at thread group because it's recording everything you've done here. So you can change it to dashboard. Then I also perform a click to about us. So I can name this about us. So whatever action you perform, you can always come here and name it about us. So guys, do we all get that? So any action you take on your mobile application is being recorded, on your Jmeter. So if you click on your recording controller, you should see everything. Guys, did you all get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for us to do performance testing on what we've done here, so we can just come here. We can come on our thread group, right click on our thread group and add a listener. Let's say view results in table. We already have view results in tree, so we just added view results in table. Then we can just click on the play button. So mind you, you are always required to save your test, before running. So you can see I've just done performance testing on my web application, and as seen on the screen, all my tests passed. So if I come to view results in tree, you can see all my tests was executed successfully. So that is how we perform mobile application web performance. We do performance testing on mobile application. So guys, did you all get that we are all able to execute our performance testing with mobile application?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
On the thread group, can we edit it like users to be used? Like, is it 50 users? How many seconds? Can we also edit that?
So so on the thread group, once you've generated your template and you see user defined variable, whatever shipping request, the thread group. So don't rename the thread group. You can leave the thread group like that. The most important is that you have recording controller in it. So once you launch your URL, which is the website you want to execute, then you can always, come here and rename your pages you've executed. Maybe you want to test for login page, you can click on login page. You want to test for about us, you edit the name up here, and that's it. So, and then for the thread group, you can always come here. This is serving as a thread group. This one is supposed to be thread group instead of dashboard. So you can add as many as possible users. If you are doing 1,000 users, you can start from 100. If you execute 100, you can do 200. So you can always update your thread users, your thread group users here to run your performance testing on mobile. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is the end of Jmeter. So let's move on to Catalon. So we'll do introduction to Catalon today. Then tomorrow we'll continue. Oh, yeah, sorry, 1 minute. crash course for Jmeter. Trust me, if you take your time and go through that tutorial, trust me, you're a rock star on Jmeter. You can pick up any project and you can test on any project. So today we will do introduction to Catalon. Can you view my screen?
No.
No.
Oh, sorry, I'm not yet sharing. So there's really nothing much on Catalan. So firstly, I will like us to download Catalan on our PC. Guys, I might have to end the meeting now. Apologies, guys. So please let's meet up tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll start Catalan, fully. Then we'll get our hands dirty tomorrow too as well. We are able to learn something today. Doing performance testing with mobile. So we'll meet up tomorrow same time. And those that are coming on site, get yourself prepared. Tomorrow is going to be fun. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow.